Hello guys, how you all doing? Welcome back and happy holidays. Ofer again, and guess what? Yes, I'm back with a new guitar. Well, I know, I went over the top a little. I promised myself I won't get any new guitars because seriously, in the past few months I really bought a lot of guitars. But this one was really a once in a lifetime opportunity. It got a really cool story. I'll share it all with you, but first of all, let's hear some sounds. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, as I said, this guitar got a really cool story. I bought it off a guy that I sold the Floyd Rose to a few months ago. A really nice guy named Haim. He also is an artist. He makes art out of iron and metal. And I sold him this Floyd Rose, and he saw that I'm a Charvel nut. So basically he just said, hey, I've got this old Charvel guitar I've had for I don't know how many years laying in my storage. And I'm like, really? So can I see a picture of it? And he said, yeah, but it's rusty, I said, yeah, I don't care, just show it to me. And he showed me the picture, and it was this guitar. And immediately, my eyes like grew 10 times bigger. And I was so excited, and I told him, yo, if you ever want to sell this guitar, he said, I don't know if I want to sell it, it's nostalgic. And I said, sure, I understand. If you ever change your mind and you want to sell it, I'll buy it from you whenever you like to. And he said, alright, and we actually stayed in touch. He built this guitar out of iron using the Floyd Rose that I sold to him. And yeah, guess what? Just a week ago he sent me a message asking me if I'm still interested in the guitar, and of course, immediately I said, sure man, even though I bought so many guitars in the past few months, and I really told myself I need to chill down, but that's it, I gotta have it. It was pretty rusty and in a bad condition, I cleaned all of the hardware, the JD6 of metal and rust. I cleaned it all from rust, it was all rusty. The neck was really in a bad shape, the frets were full of debris and rust or whatever. And I cleaned them all, and now the guitar looks really, really nice, you know, the body is in a great condition, almost brand new, you know, this core is so awesome. And having the J90C pickup is great, it's such a cool pickup. I'm going to take the cover off to see how it performs without it, because every guitar that I took the cover off of a Jackson pickup really gave it some life, you know, it's kind of it's a bit choked right now. And yeah, the beautiful Rosewood fingerboard. I think it's more of a rounder radius, it's like 14 inches maybe, or 12 or 10 to 14, I don't know. But I don't think it's a 12 to 16 like the modern Charvels. Very nice neck, pretty round C maybe. A bit of a D going up, but here it's definitely C-shaped. More like my 375 Deluxe. The old Charvel logo, really cool. The tuner seems to be of a higher quality, and it don't have the wrench holder, which is also interesting. I'm thinking this guitar is from 88 or 87 because of the JD6. Prior to that it had a Keller tremolo, if I'm not mistaken. And the JD6, after I restored it and cleaned it of rust using white vinegar, which is a great method, you know, I just tear it all apart, put it in white vinegar overnight, and then clean it with water and rubbed all the rust off. And maybe you can see, maybe you can't, but it's in a pretty nice condition. It does its work, it keeps in tune, although I don't have the nut. A really nice guy from Australia actually send me the nut free of charge, just because he's super awesome and a super nice guy. I can't remember his name, maybe George. If it is George, you're the man, thank you very much. He sent it all the way from Australia, and I can't wait to have it and see the guitar restored to its original spec. And yeah, it's a really cool guitar, you know, this color is awesome. It has a smaller control cavity, which is also interesting, but it makes sense because it's just a single volume and one pickup, which is really cool. And you know, that will probably be the last guitar I buy. I promised myself and some of my friends that I won't be buying any guitars at 2022. Let's see if it actually happens. I don't know if it will, but I'm going to try, you know, because I own like 10 electric guitars. And I know you can never have enough, but you certainly gotta play more than you buy. And lately I've been buying a lot, so it's time to do some playing and write some music and release my solo album that I can't wait to release, but that's another topic. Yeah, it's a really cool guitar. It's getting more and more expensive on the second-hand market, on Reverb, on eBay, whatever. The prices are skyrocketing. And you know, it's really interesting with this guitar that the price just keeps going up and people are still after them after all these years. I know in the 90s or early 2000s, they're like garbage, you know, people just sold these for nothing, and in the past maybe 5 years, the prices are just skyrocketing. You can see it for $1,000, sometimes more with the original case. And it's very interesting to see, and it's just because these are superb guitars, you know. It's the first kind of super strats, I think, that were mass produced and introduced to the public. And I guess some of the people from the Jackson or Charvel custom shop went to Japan to really see that the production is being made up to their expectations. And you can see it after all these years, you know, this guitar feels just as good as any of my high-end, my Jackson Soloist or my USA-made Jackson or my Charvels, whatever. It's a really, really high-end, well-built guitar, and it shows it, you know, how people are interested in it. It's just a proof to that. And if you come across one of these for a fair price, definitely hop on it, because it's really becoming more rare to find for a fair price, and you know, it's already 30 something years old. It's only going to get harder. It's really a resonant guitar, which is also very cool, you know, you really can strum a chord. It's also really loud acoustically, but you can also feel all of the body shaking. It's pretty heavy as well. I think it's a basswood body. The frets are really nice and big. One fret has a ding. I wonder how that happened. You probably can't see it through the camera, so I won't show it. But how can someone ding a fret? I don't know, but it's still operating flawlessly. And what else? Yeah, it's just the best guitar. I don't know if I'll keep the J86 in the guitar. Only time will tell. So far it does the trick, and I got plenty other guitars with Floyd Roses. So maybe it's cool to have one of these vintage feeling guitars. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. Thanks a lot to Haim for contacting me and letting me have it and being as awesome as he is. Please check out his Instagram. I'll put a link in the comments. He's a really, really cool metal artist, and not metal music, but iron metal, you know? Really cool stuff. Check him out. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. Merry Christmas, or whatever religion or holiday you believe in. Please subscribe to the channel if you still haven't. It really means the world to me, and your support is awesome nonetheless. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Oferholan. And keep rocking. Until then, I'll play you out. Have a great time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.